In this demo, I want to show you toon shading. When I first learned about toon shading, I was so happy because I'm a fan of cartoony look and stylized look. And the setup is quite easy. As you can see here, there are only 4 nodes. And you gotta go to the shading tab. And now I'm showing you how to get each node. So I use spacebar as my search bar. So you just type diffuse PSDF and shader to RBG and color ramp. And that's it. You see me hooking it up, you just drag the node and connected it. And I'm setting up with color. And as you see here, you already got a toon shader, but this one a little bit with a linear fall off, which means that you have a smooth gradient look. But if you want to have a more harder transition, you want to change it to constant. So constant will give you a harder stylized look. And the best thing is it reacts to light. And also here I'm using another principal PSDF, which means you can have if you're happy with the previous look, it's fine. With the principal PSDF you can have roughness as well. So it's just a different way of stylizing the shader you like.
Quick pause to tell you a little bit about Class Creatives. They offer a top-ranked game design curriculum online. All courses are taught by industry veterans with experience from studios such as Disney, Naughty Dog, Insomniac, Google, and more. Learn the entire process of animation and motion capture using Autodesk Maya and Blender's Grease Pencil by following the methods used to create industry-quality professional animation. The full animation workflow is explained in detail in their Masterclass courses. Extensive character rigging courses teach the process of how to custom rig characters for all of your project needs. Learn professional workflows such as 3D character modeling utilizing industry standard software such as ZBrush, Autodesk Maya, and Substance Painter. The entire character design workflow is covered from start to finish in their Masterclass offerings. Land that new job, receive higher pay, and stand out from the competition. The great thing about Class Creatives is the ability to learn at your own pace and your own schedule. Get started today for free with the link in the description.
Next thing is I'm using the add-on called Outline Helper, which will automatically give you the outline, but it is free and it just make your process a little bit faster. You can set it up without the Outline Helper because basically you just apply material and also invert the model and things like a little bit more complicated, but it takes a little bit more time. As you can see, the Outline Helper give you another material at the bottom is black because it reverse normal. And with the add-on it's super fast because you can click it and then adjust the width of the outline. And that's how I did the basic shading for the character in this project. Do you see the light move? The shading on the ball also move as well. And here I did a little bit differently because I already have the mesh. I just render a image of it and then put the texture on a square plane, so I can save a lots of polygon because right now I'm converting the mesh into the image, so which means I can place a lot more trees. And that's it. Next, we're gonna learn about texture painting. Building on top of our knowledge of Toon Shader, so texture painting will help us to add more graphic line to the shader. So over here, you see that I have an image texture. Probably you want it to be 4000 by 4000 because it's bigger, you have more room to draw. And one thing to be really careful with is you have to unwrap the mesh first. And you can see the Toon Shader setup we learned about it in the previous chapter. And you can texture paint in shading mode or render view or solid view. But for now, I'm setting up in render view so you can see the Toon Shader with the light affecting it. And how do you get the texture painting on top of the Toon Shader? You need a mixed color node. And pay a little bit attention in this part because usually I don't plug it in the A or B. I plug the texture painting part, the image in factor. So factor, which means is the percentage. You'll see it a little bit later. So I plug the Toon Shader in socket A, and I connect it to the material output. And I go to texture painting mode. Again, I already unwrapped the mesh, so you need to unwrap the mesh. UV unwrapped it. And as you can see, when I paint, it got the material color in socket B. That's why I like to set up this way, because you can change the color afterward, in blue or in black. And you can press F to control the radius, smaller or bigger. F, drag left and right, I believe. And now you can see I go to the solid view. So the setup this way is I paint only black or white. So white is seeing the color underneath it, and black is erasing it. So that's one thing you need to get used to this method. So you can paint black and white value instead of color. And it's pretty easy to add all the graphic line, which you can see in all the newer animated movie like Ninja Turtles, Spider-Verse. So it opened up another way of texturing, which is quite fun. It's kind of in between 2D and 3D at the same time. Yeah, the power of this setup is you can change if you don't like it, any color you like. And if you want to go further, you can even build on top of more texture layer, like one with like half tone shading, and the other one with something else called hatching, so give you many different texture. And here I'm using the outline helper, which I already showed in previous demo, to add the outline on top of the already Mesh already have texture painting, and now you have 3 different way of making one thing, right? Outline, texture painting, and tone shading, which what give it the style like that we are after.